Hello, I'm Jim Hessler, the founder of Path Forward Leadership and the author of the book Land on Your Feet, Not on Your Face. Over the past 20 years, we've been teaching leadership in organizations all around the world. And what we've noticed is that some organizations and some companies, while having a very strong commitment to leadership development, don't do it in a very strategic and unified or organized fashion. So we'd like to suggest a hub and spoke model that might help you think through the challenge of this. There's a lot of options for leadership development. There's a lot of programs, there's a lot of companies that offer leadership development, there's a lot of books you can read. And while many of them are very good, the problem is in many organizations we get scattered. It's a scattershot approach. You read this book, you go to that program, you go to this seminar, and we end up with a lot of different people in the organization having very different experiences in terms of their development as leaders. Now that's not all bad. A lot of these programs are good programs, but we'd like to suggest there needs to be a foundation in the middle of that. There needs to be a program that is shared broadly in the organization, and which is kind of your version of a gold standard for a leadership development program that you use over and over again at various levels of the organization. Now, that doesn't rule out using all kinds of other leadership development assets. There's a lot of skill-based programs. If you want somebody to learn how to conduct an interview, for example, that's great. If you want somebody to learn how to have a crucial conversation or a fierce conversation, you can send them to training for something like that. These are all good programs. I don't have any problem with them. They're worthwhile, but they have to connect to the foundational program. They have to be based on some additional need beyond what this program provides. Academic pursuits. You want to get an MBA, you want to support an MBA, you want to fund an MBA or a certificate program of some sort, that's fine. It's very expensive, and it's probably not possible to put large numbers of people in your organization through that sort of a program. Can they be valuable? Yes. Can they be life-changing? Yes. But they shouldn't be in the center. It's not appropriate, I think, to make an academic program the center and focus of your leadership development efforts. There's a lot of seminars, a lot of one-time events, a lot of things you can go that offer some particular body of knowledge around current events or legal issues or marketing or whatever. Again, avail yourself of those, choose them carefully, but make them an addition to a foundational program rather than something that's in the middle. Obviously, individual coaching also can play a very important role in an individual's development. But again, it's a spoke on this wheel. It's not a central part. Now, what should your foundational program look like? First of all, it should be longitudinal. It should be a program that takes place over a long period of time. It should be done in a cohort type of structure. It's something that often you can teach yourself. Our Path Forward Leadership Workshop, for example, has a licensing option where with the organization's own resources, teachers, executives even, can be the facilitators and teachers of the in-house program. The reason it's so important is it creates a common language. It creates a common understanding. It sets a gold standard. It should be experientially based. It should be something that when you go through it, you become part of a community of other people who've been through the same program, and you can compare notes. And you find that in organizations that use this sort of a foundational program, they have kind of a shorthand set of metaphors and concepts that they can use with each other that are very easily understood. There's also just a setting, like I said earlier, of a standard. This program should speak to what your vision is in your organization of good leadership. And this program should reinforce that and reflect what you really want to see from your leaders. So think about a hub and spoke approach. Think about how to put a really good foundational program, longitudinal, cohort-based, possibly taught by your own resources, in the center of everything you do. And then only choose these other things and only fund these other things to the degree in which they augment or amplify or reinforce what they're learning in the main part of the program. We have a link that you'll see on the screen that'll take you to some additional information we have about our thinking behind this. We'd certainly love to talk to you about our program, but whether it's our program or another program, put something at the center, put something in the middle of this hub and spoke, build your leadership development strategy around that. Thank you.